Okay, so today I thought I would let a bunch of quizzes just decide my life and see where we go. I have actually already started. I just did my personality type quiz because I didn't know it and I know it's kind of a long test. I've done it in the past before. I don't really remember what I got. The one I just did, it says that well, it gave me 3 choices. 2 were a very good match, 1 was a good match. So the 2 very good matches were INFP, which they put as the healer, and INTP, which is the architect. So the description for INFP is INFPs are imaginative idealists guided by their own core values and beliefs. Focused on possibilities rather than reality, INFPs see potential for a better future and pursue truth and meaning with their own individual flair. I would say the first sentence, that I'm an imaginative idealist guided by my own core values and beliefs, is very true. Literally for as long as I can remember, anytime anyone asks me if I'm religious or anything, I always say no, and I just do like what I believe is right. But yeah, that's very much me, so I get why they said that one was a good match, or a very good match. And then the INTPs are philosophical innovators fascinated by logical analysis, systems and design. They are preoccupied with theory and search for the universal law behind everything they see. Again, I'd say the first sentence is very much me. I'm very logical when it comes to decision making and just analysing situations. I tend to be a lot more logical than emotional, and I do love systems and designs and science and everything like that. So I think if you take the first sentence of the INFP and the first sentence of the INTP, that's very much me. But it does say that the INTP is like preoccupied with theory and searching for the universal law behind everything they see, and I tend to be more on the side of just accepting things as they are rather than looking for why they are that way. So that's cool. Okay, next I have 2 job-based quizzes. So it's supposed to pick out your ideal career path or area. One is the UCAS buzz quiz, the other one is career test. So I'm gonna quickly get on these and then I'll show you the results and we'll see if they are the same or if I get slightly different results. Okay, this one is quite interesting. The UCAS quiz, they give you an animal for some reason, and apparently I'm a polar bear. I don't know what that means, but apparently my best job roles are Royal Navy rating, I don't know what that is, solicitor, petroleum engineer, quantity surveyor, business and financial project manager. I can fully say none of them would fit me. Literally none of them. Okay, let's see what it says about my strengths, even though that list was completely wrong for me. Quiet and steady workers, pay attention to detail, like to stick to something until they get the job done. I'm known for starting stuff and never finishing it, so. Great at making decisions. I am incredibly indecisive. And following plans or rules. I love planning, I love making lists, and I struggle with not following rules, so I'm very much a stickler for rules, so I guess that's okay. Usually like to be able to use skills they've already learned. Fair. I mean, who doesn't though? What's the point in learning a skill if you're not going to use it? As children, they are intense and serious. I I don't know if I was intense and serious as a child. I don't think I was. Prefer solitary interests that require precision and skill rather than team games and hobbies. I do prefer solitary stuff. I prefer to be alone. Value routine and structure. Like to learn by being shown and correcting privately. That's true. Keen to research and gain knowledge on subjects in detail. Again, that's true. If I get into something I like, then I will literally search up everything I can on it immediately. As young people, often more adult than many of the adults around them, they value their independence, privacy and personal space. They're dependable, loyal and responsible. That's me. I've got to admit, they got that one. The amount of my friends that called me mum when I was growing up, just because I was like the mum of the group and I just look after everyone, and also I'm very like, I've always been quite independent and private, and I like my personal space. I like being alone. As a friend, they're usually more practical, loyal and sensible than romantic and spontaneous. Again, true, but I am very spontaneous. I'm impulsive and I'm not too good at restraining myself, as we saw when I cut my hair twice and I've randomly dyed it several times. Tips for polar bears. Take a break sometimes and praise people around you. I do this. I actually do. I've been trying to get better at it. So I message my friends sometimes and I'm just like, I appreciate you. You're doing a good job. Love you. Famous polar bears. Simon Cowell, Alan Sugar and some woman called Anna Wintour, but I don't know who that is. The other quiz, the career test, it gave me another personality type. It gave me an ISTP. So the other one gave me, what was it, INTP and INFP, which is fine because the T and the F, I was 51% thinking, so they 51% T, 49% F, but this one, it gave me the ITP that I had from the last one, but it changed my intuitiveness to sensing, and it says that my possible career paths, or best, would be pilots, drivers, motorcyclists, which is fine, whatever, like, I'm not super bothered about that. Pilot sounds quite cool. I have always wanted to work on a plane, so I have considered a pilot before actually. But police and detective work, I literally wanted to be a detective for years. I love it. I love detective shows, I love all of that. Firefighter, paramedic, probation officer, no thank you. Forensic pathologist. I actually really wanted to be a forensic pathologist for a few years. I still want to do forensics at some point. I'm just not sure when. But I do really, really want to do a forensics degree at some point in my life, because I really, really love it. I love all of that stuff. Computer programmer, system analyst, engineer, carpenter, construction worker, mechanic, farmer, transportation worker, athlete, entrepreneur. So there's a lot of skill-based stuff, like the carpenter, engineer, stuff like that. And I do love making things. That's another thing. I love making things. Anything crafty. I love it. Okay, fun quiz now. It's a which country should I live in? Basically, it wasn't a very scientific quiz. It was more of like one of those fun ones, and that's kind of the territory we're moving into now. But it says that I should live in Chile. Why? I don't know. It doesn't really say. Viña del Mar is where they suggest. I guess I should move to Chile. Is it hot there? I feel like it would be hot there. I don't like the heat. They didn't even ask me that. Okay, so next I have 2 quizzes, and they are both what pet should I get? Just finished with the quizzes, and we have some discrepancy. The first one says that I should get a cat, which, you know, we have had like five cats in my family as I was growing up, so cat is probably a good option for me. And the other one says a dog, which I have wanted a dog for so long. I absolutely love dogs, and I guess this just means that I should get a dog and a cat. There's just no way around that. The quizzes told me I have to, so I obviously need a dog and a cat. Okay, don't judge me. I'm on to the BuzzFeed quizzes. So let's see what hair BuzzFeed thinks I should have. Okay, BuzzFeed just told me that they think I should get blunt bangs. I'm not getting a fringe. I had a fringe when I was young. I am not doing it again. I know I have gone for the bob, but we're not going for the bob with the fringe. That's just how it is. Okay, well, I think that's enough quizzes for today. I'm now going to be moving to Chile and starting my new life as a detective with my cat and dog. And I'm still not getting bangs. That was quizzes deciding my life. Well, someone needs to decide it because I haven't made any decisions. Thanks, and I'll see you later. Bye!